We're back here at Estes Field, here on the campus of Central Methodist University. Central Methodist won the first game 15-2, so 11-8 on the year, 1 on the conference, while Peru State 3-6, 0-1 in the conference. Well, 4 RBIs on the day for Robbie Merced in game number 1. And looks like we should be getting ready for game number 2 there. Looks like Clayton Burke is warming up in the Central Methodist bullpen area as well. Of course, they'll have 2 more games tomorrow, beginning at 1 o'clock as well. Pre-game show around 12:45 or so. Women's basketball team, they are taking on Texas Wesleyan at 1 o'clock tomorrow as well. Down in Sioux City, Iowa. Of course, they left yesterday afternoon around the 12 o'clock hour. Of course, they arrived there last night. Got, of course, a text message from Coach Davis there last night. So hoping everybody's doing well and getting ready for, Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got yes, I went in. And we're about ready to get game number 2 going there as Clayton Burke warms up there. Softball team, they're win number 10 on the year. They took care of Westminster already today. I think they're leading game number 2 as well. Yeah, that's Rockbridge High School there. A lot of big events there. Of course, it's Central Methodist Women's Basketball wins tomorrow. They'll play at 11 a.m. on Wednesday. Semifinals is 6 p.m. Friday night. And then the championship game 7 p.m. Saturday night as well. Of course, baseball, after this 4-game series, they will be in Olathe, Kansas, starting with a 4-gamer with a doubleheader Friday at 1 o'clock and then Saturday at 1. Their next home game is not until March the 25th. If we welcome in Baker University at 10, 4-game series, 1 o'clock start time, 12:45 pregame shows. Softball, I know originally, if you went to the original scale, their next game is on the 21st. They were going to be in St. Louis taking on Missouri Baptist. The game time is at 2 and 4, but I think Caitlin Streeter informed me that they're planning on adding some games this week because I know they're trying to make up some games. They had some games canceled. They had I think it was 2 home games canceled, and then they had a couple of games earlier when they were in Louisiana. I think they had those games canceled as well. So they're trying to add some games, of course. And then they also, I think, lost 1 game against Freed Hardeman just a few weeks ago. I think that was right before they left for Gulf Shores, Alabama. So they're trying to add some games. And, of course, after the 21st and also on the 25th, they'll be taking on Clark down in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. That will start conference play there. And then the 26th, then they go, that's in Dubuque. And then Cedar Rapids, Iowa is when they play Mount Mercy on that Sunday at 1 o'clock. Their home opener is April the 1st. I believe taking on Mid-America Nazarene as well. You see the umpiring crew talking it over. And also, at the same time, I also want to congratulate the Salisbury boys basketball team winning a state championship. 56-43 victory over Precipia. Also, congratulations to the Tipton girls basketball team winning a state title. 55-36 over St. Joe LeBlanc down in Springfield. Also, Glasgow boys finished 4th down at the state tournament as well. And then there's a couple more area teams will also be heading to the state Final Four next weekend for Class 4 and 5 and 6. That's Southern Boone girls winning a state quarterfinal game as well. And then last night it was the Rockbridge girls being Park Hill South down in State Fair Community College there. Listen to my friend Joe Northern. And Joe, if you're listening in, I want to say hi and hope you're enjoying this Sunday afternoon there. And along with that, I want to thank everybody. As you know, this past Friday was my birthday. So I want to thank everybody who took the opportunity to wish me a happy birthday, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, email, text messages, and the whole 9 yards. I just want to say thank you for wishing me a happy birthday. Really, the birthday celebration got started this past Wednesday with the women's basketball team winning their round of 32 game with Dakota Wesleyan as well. So, oh, yes. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, you can. Yeah, that's my I had to. There you go. And you could put that on top, that jacket on top. That would make it easier. I appreciate that. Thanks.
Yes, sir.
So it looks like Nate Braylon. And the umpire crew talk it over as we're about ready to get game number 2 going there. Temperature is around 45 degrees or so. So about an hour and 14 minutes away, it'll be the selection show of the NCAA men's basketball tournament. And we'll go ahead and set the defense for you, sponsored by Emmett's Kitchen and Tap. Out in left field, that's Khalil Thrasher. And center field, Bobby Nichols. And right field, Alan West. Down at third base, Joseph Weatherford. Shortstop, Robbie Merced. Second baseman, Tommy Giarola. First baseman, Jeremy Conforte. The first base. And then the catcher is Logan Dewey. There you see Clayton Burke on the mound. 2-2, 5.23 ERA. 5 walks, 25 strikeouts from Portland, Oregon. What also came to the line. If you look at that roster there, there's like 4 players on this roster have came to Lion. There's like 5 players there as well. And we'll go ahead and give you the starting lineups there for, it looks like it'll be the same 5, same 9 as well. That is Jacob Aberg leads off to play second base. That is their second baseman, Jose Vasquez. Aberg in the first game went 2 for 4. So we're ready to get game number 2 started on this Sunday afternoon. So we're ready to get game number 2 going. Eberg went 2 for 4 with 2 singles in our first game of our doubleheader. And the first pitch tries the bunt. That's up high. 1 ball, no strikes. Came at 3:49 p.m. Temperature about 47 degrees there. Time and temperature sponsored by Commercial Trust Bank. The 1-0 pitch. There's a strike. 1-1 now. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 pitch. There's another one. Strike 2. 2 quick strikes there. Oh, 2 pitch. 1-2 pitch. Did he go? I don't think he did. 2-2. Doug Harvey behind the plate. Nestor Shylock out in the field. 2-2 to count. Fouls that one off. Still 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. On Jacob Aberg. 2-2 pitch. It's a little cue shot. That's a base hit there. Here's Jose Vasquez. Went 0 for 4 in our first game of our doubleheader there. Runner at first, and then the pitch. There tries the bunt. That's a strike on the outside corner. 0 balls and 1 strike. Infield anticipating the bunt. 0-1 to count. They throw back over there. Excuse me. 0-1 to count. Aberg's at first with the single. 0-1 now. Hits a ground ball to Merced. He'll go second for 1. The first dug out there, but not in time. So that'll be a fielder's choice and 1 out. Now brings up Will Reynolds. Went 1 for 4 with the single in our first game of our doubleheader. First pitch. Swings and misses. Strike 1. 0-1 to count. Back goes Vasquez. Yvonne Garcia on deck. Nice stop by Duty, but not far enough. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 to count. 1-1 pitch. Fouls it off. 1-2 now. One ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch. Swings and misses. Strike 3 called. No, that's a foul ball. Central Methodist in that first inning scored 8 runs there. Added 3 more in the second, 1 in the third, 2 more in the fifth, and 1 in the sixth. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch. Lines a shot. That is a base hit there. Vasquez heads for third, and now first and third now. Here's Uvalde Garcia. In the first game of our doubleheader, went 1 for 3 with a single. Central Methodist has won 3 in a row now. First pitch. Swings and misses. Strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1. Lines a shot. That's a base hit there. Vasquez will score, and it's 1-0 Peru State. So 3 straight hits now. Actually 4. And now Nate Brown wants to talk it over. Trying to settle him down. Here's Wes Bradford, 1 for 2 with a single and an RBI in our first game of our doubleheader. Excuse me. First and second. Still 1 out. Swings and misses. Strike 1. That's called reaching back for something extra. First and second. 1 out. 0-1 to count. Here's the pitch. That's ball. 1-1 now. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 pitch. Nice stop. 2-1 to count. 2-1 to count on West Bradford. 2-1 pitch. Swings and misses. 2-2 to count. 2-2 to count with Micah McLeod on deck. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Still 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Two pitch. Misses that one. 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 call. 2 outs now. Here's Micah McLeod from Franklin County, Florida. 091 error. No homers, 2 RBIs. McLeod, a right-handed hitter up there. First and second, 2 outs. Checks the runner, and it's a ball inside. One ball, no strikes. The 1-0. Little chopper. Nice play, but Merced will take the sure out. So 1 run on 3 hits. No errors and just 2 left on. We head to the bottom of the first inning, and Peru State leads it 1-0. And of course, we'll set the defense for you as well. Sponsored by Subway. Out in left field, there is Yvonne Medina. Out in center field, Will Reynolds. In right field, that is Rainey Jimenez. Out at third base, that is Yoveldi Garcia, shortstop. Looks like there's shorts. Okay. It is their shortstop there, Jesus Vasquez. At second base, that is Jacob Aberg. First baseman, Wes Bradford. Behind the plate is Micah McLeod. And today's starting pitcher is number 40. That is Clemente, but there's no first name there. For head coach, for Wayne Aubrey. And now the starting lineups for Central Methodist. Bobby Nichols in center field. Robbie Merced short. And Jeremy Conforte at first. Tanner Sears, the designated hitter. Khalil Frasher in left. Alan West is in right. Tommy Girola at second. Jeremy Wedford at third. And then Logan Duty is behind the plate. So 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for for Peru State. No runs, no hits, and no errors. As Bobby Nichols will be the batter. We went 2 for 4 with 2 singles on the day. First pitch to him. It's a little cue shot off the pitcher's glove. Stays with it. Throw to first and out number 1. And now here's Robbie Merced. Went 4 singles, 4 RBIs in our first game of our doubleheader. Merced has 14 RBIs on the year. First pitch to him. That's inside, ball 1. 1-0 pitch to him. It's a little cue shot to the third baseman. He has it, throw over to first, and there's out number 2. 2 quick outs now for Jeremy Conforte, who went 1 for 4 with a single and 2 RBIs in our first game of our doubleheader. First pitch to him. That's a ball. 1 ball, no strike. One ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. Oh, that bounces up there. If Tiger Woods was out there, he probably will take a driver and hit one about 300 yards. 2 balls and no strikes. It's a high fly ball in the center field. The center fielder has some room for a 1-2-3 inning. Goes Central Methodist. We are through 1. Peru State 1, Central Methodist nothing on the Heart America Conference Network and CMUEagles.com. One run, 3 hits, no errors for Peru State, no runs, no hits, no errors for Central Methodist. Here's Efrain Torres. Efrain Torres went 0 for 3 in our first game of our doubleheader. First pitch to him. That's a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. One 0 pitch. Swings and misses. Strike 1. 1-1 to count. One pitch. Fly ball to center field. I think Bobby Nichols is there for out number 1. Here's Randy Jimenez in the first game of our doubleheader. Went 2 for 3. Went 2 for 3 with 2 singles. First pitch to him. Fouls it to the screen. Strike 1. The 0-1 now. There's a strike. 0-2 to count. 0-2 the count. 0-2 pitch. Hits a little cue shot, but nice job there by Giarola. Backs it up. Throws to Jeremy Conforti for out number 2. 2 quick outs now for Ivan Medina. Went 1-0 for 3. Came in today's doubleheader, 320 hitter. Hits a ground ball. Nice stop by Weatherford. Throw to first. Not quite. Good effort there by Joseph Weatherford, and there's 2 outs there. There's Jacob Aber. Singled his first time up. So 4 hits now for Peru State. Medina's at first. Pitch to him. That's a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. Jesus Vazquez is on deck. The 1-0. There's a strike call. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 to count. On Jacob Aber, they throw it back over there. And back he goes. 1 ball, 1 strike. Medina at first with 2 out. There goes the runner. Hits the ground ball. Nice stop there by Conforte, but he'll take it himself for the 3rd out. So no runs on just 1 hit. No errors and just 1 left. We head to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Peru State 1, Central Methodist nothing on CMUEagles.com and the Heart America Conference Network. Okay. Let's see if Sears went 1 for One run, 4 hits, no errors for Peru State. No runs, no hits, no errors for Central Methodist. Of course, an XFL score, St. Louis and Arlington tied at 3. As Tanner Sears up there went 1 for 4 with a single RBI, gave him total of number 17 on the year. First pitch to him. That's a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Well, past 4 o'clock. 4:10 that is. On this Sunday, March the 12th. The 1-0. Swings and misses. Strike 1. 1-1 to count with Khalil Thrasher on deck. One pitch to him. That's out low. 2-1 to count. Of course, his family is here. Got a good visit with his family. He's in between games. 2-1 pitch. That's 3-1 now. Of course, I want to thank his mom for taking a picture of me throwing out the first pitch. 3-1 to count. Three balls and a strike. Swings and misses. 3-2 now. Games 3 and 4 tomorrow. 1 o'clock start time. 3-1 pitch. Hits a little ground ball to the shortstop. Knocks it down. Throw to first. And just got him. So 1 out now. for Khalil Thrasher, who went 2 for 2 with a single and a double. First pitch to him. Swings and misses. Strike one. 0-1 pitch to him. Hits a little ground ball to the second baseman. He has it. Throw to first and 2 quick outs. Here's Alan West up there, who went 1 for 3 with a single and 2 RBIs there. That gave him a total 8. First pitch to him. A little bit inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Tommy Girola on deck. It's a liner into right center field. That's up against the wall. West is rounding first. He is thinking 2. He'll stop there with a 2-out double. Now here's Tommy Girola. Went 1 for 3 with a single in our first game of our doubleheader. Had a great visit with him in between games of our doubleheader. West leads away at second on a 2-out double. First pitch to him. That's a strike call. No balls and 1 strike. From Torino, Italy. The 0-1 now. Just missed. 1-1 now. Joseph Weatherford is on deck. Alan West leads away at second. That's a pie. 2-1 now. Two-one pitch. Oh, nice stop by the catcher. 3 balls and a strike. Three and 1 to count. 3-1 pitch. That's ball 4 now. Here's Joseph Weatherford. Went 2 for 3 with 2 singles and 3 RBIs on today. West is at second. Girola is at first. First pitch. Swings and misses. Strike 1. Logan Duty is on deck. Oh, 1 now. Looping liner, foul. No balls and 2 strikes. Oh, and 2 to count here on Joseph Weatherford. Oh, 2 pitch. That's outside. 1 and 2. 1 and 2 to count. 1-2 pitch. Here's a ground ball. That's a base hit there. West is being, no, they're going to hold West at third. They got the stop sign on. And now the bases are full of Eagles. For Logan Duty, who went 0 for 2 with an RBI. Looks like they were checking on the left fielder. Looks like the left fielder's okay. So bases loaded full of Eagles as Logan Duty the batter. And that RBI by Duty, they gave him number 8. Time called. West at third. Girola second. Weatherford at first. And that's a strike call. No balls and 1 strike with Bobby Nichols on deck. On 1 to count. 0-1 pitch. That's up high, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. On Logan Duty. 1-1 pitch. Nice stop there, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. A base hit could give Central Methodist the lead. A double could clean the bases, could clear them all. Triple the same way, a grand slam. There's a strike, 2-2. 2 is across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bobby Nichols on deck. Bottom of the second inning, 1-0 Peru State. 2-2 pitch. That kind of gets away. And now it's a balk call. That is the 4th balk of this doubleheader. We had 3 in game 1. And the game is tied at 1. I have a feeling he did not go to a complete stop. Because that's usually the most common rule when a balk is called. So it's 2-2 now, second and third now. 2-2 pitch. That gets away. Here comes a nice hustle there. That's Girola to give Central Methodist a 2-1 lead there. That'll be a wild pitch. And at third base, Joseph Weatherford. And it's 3-2 now. Three and 2 the count. That's ball 4. And Bobby Nichols up there. He singled his first time. Looks like Terry Tolliver Jr. is the courtesy runner. He also played some left field during the first game of our doubleheader. Nichols grounded out to the pitcher. First pitch. Chops it foul. Strike one. 0-1 to count. Ravi Merced on deck. Bottom of the second inning. 2-1 to score. On the balk and a wild pitch. Strike two. 0-2 the count. No balls and 2 strikes to Bobby Nichols. Oh, 2 pitch. That's outside 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. There goes Tolliver Jr. And they got him. So, 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors, and they leave 1. We head to the top of the third inning. Central Methodist 2, Peru State 1 on CMUEagles.com. Two runs, 2 hits, no errors for Central Methodist. A run, 4 hits, and no errors for Peru State. Here's Josque Vasquez hitting to a fielder's choice his first time up. First pitch from Clayton Burke. That's missed inside. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. Lines at base hit there. 5th hit of the game for Peru State. Will Reynolds singled his first time up. Runner at first. Swings and misses. Strike 1. That was a beautiful pitch. On 1 to count. Oh, 1 pitch. Fly ball to right field. West going back. And it's gone. A 2-run homer. And Peru State now leads it 3-2 now. Yoldalvi Garcia up there singled his first time up. Now it's 3-2 Peru State. Fly ball to left. Looks like Thrasher's there for out number 1. Here's Wes Bradford. He struck out his first time up. First pitch. That is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0. Fouls it off. Strike 1. Looks like activity in the Central Methodist bullpen. 1-1 pitch. 2-1 to count. Two balls and 1 strike. Looks like it'd be 3-1 to count. 3-1 pitch. That's ball 4. There's Micah McLeod. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time up. First pitch. Swings and misses. Strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. On 1 to count. 0-1 pitch. It's a ground ball. Nice stop by Giarola. Throws over to Jeremy Caporte for out number 2. Good job there by Giarola. Staying with the play. Made a good throw and for out number 2. Efren Torres flew out to Bobby Nichols his first time up. First pitch to him. It's a chopper foul. Strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Swings and misses. Strike 2. Oh, 2 the count on Efren Torres. 0-2. Nice stop by Duty. That kind of gets away, and Bradford will take third. That'll be a pass ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. Strike 3 call. But Peru State gets 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors and 1 left. We head to the bottom of the third. Peru State 3, Central Methodist 2 on CMUEagles.com. Three runs, 6 hits, no errors for Peru State. 2 runs, 2 hits, and no errors for Central Methodist. As Bobby Nichols up there, of course, he was at bat when Terry Tolliver Jr. was caught stealing. Senior from Detroit. First pitch to him. That's ball one. One ball, no strikes. One and 0 to count. The 1-0. Chops it foul. 1-1. Little past 4:30. One ball, one strike. That's up high, 2-1. Robbie Merced on deck. Two one pitch. That's up high, 3-1. Three and one to count. Fouls it off, 3-2. 3-2, Peru State, bottom of the third. Quentin Norris here. Three-two pitch. It's a high fly ball. That still go foul. 3-2. Three-two pitch. That hit him. So now runner at first. Here's Robbie Merced, grounded out to short his first time up. First game today, he had 4 RBIs. They're playing Merced toward right. First pitch. Tries the bunt. And I think that's another balk. That is the 5th balk of this doubleheader. I think that's the most I have ever witnessed, unless my buddy Cosmo from Y107 or probably several people at KTGR, even Tex Little. There's a beautiful bunt by Merced. They'll throw to first. They do get him, but Bobby Nichols heads to third. So it's 1-2-3 on the sacrifice. Here's Jeremy Conforti. He flew out to center field his first time up. For me as a broadcaster, I think I have set a record for the most number of balks I have ever broadcasted a doubleheader. There's a base hit. Bobby Nichols ties the game at 3. Three RBIs in this doubleheader gives him 16. That tied for the team lead with 16 with Tanner Sears. He grounded out to short his first time up. First pitch. That is a strike call. No balls and one strike. On 1 to count. No balls and one strike. 0-1 now. It's a high fly ball to left field. That is going back at the track to the fence. It's gone. A 2-run homer for Tanner Sears. He is now 3. That's now the team lead there with 3 home runs there. And that home run gives him 19 on the year. That's also the team leader. And a 5-3 lead there. Here's Khalil Thrasher, rounded out to second his first time up. 5-3 now. First pitch to him. That's a ball. 3 homers, 19 RBIs now for Tanner Sears. 1 ball, no strike. The 1-0 pitch. That's ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Two and 0 to count. 2-0 pitch. It's a little ground ball to the shortstop. Throws over to first, and they do get him. So 2 outs now. Here's Alan West. He doubled his first time up. First pitch to him. That's a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. One ball, no strikes. It's a high fly ball to left field. That is well hit. At the track, to the fence, to the wall. It's gone. A home run for Alan West. That's his 3rd of the year. He's tied with Tanner Sears. And the 3 RBIs gives him 9. And 6-3 Central Methodist. Here's Tommy Giarola. He walked his first time up. Five hits now for Central Methodist. First pitch to him. Foul ball, strike 1. Even though the scoreboard says 4, but it should be 5. Because I have it written on my scorebook. 0 balls and 1 strike. That's a ball, 1-1 to count. One pitch. It's a high fly ball along the left field line. And it's a foul ball, 1-2 to count. One ball, 2 strikes. Fouls it off then, 1-2 now. One and 2 to count on Tommy Giarola. 1-2 pitch. It's a little chopper to third. Third baseman has it. Throws the first. That gets way there. Let's see. It'll be interesting how they're scored. I have a feeling that's going to be an error on the first baseman. And I think that should be an error, no question about it. Here's Joe Weatherford. Singled his first time up. We haven't had an official ruling yet, but I'm thinking that's going to be an error. First pitch. It's a fly ball into left center field. That is up against the wall there. Giarola is rounding third. And it's a double for Joseph Weatherford. And it's 7-3 now. Five big runs now. Here's Logan Duty. Walked his first time up. They're going to give him a hit there. 7-3 now. First pitch is a foul ball, strike 1. 9 men went to the plate there. Two outs now. The 0-1. There's the curveball, strike two. Bobby Nichols on there. He started off with a hit by a pitch. The 0-2, it's ball, 1-2. Four hits this inning, 5 runs on 4 hits. 1-2 to count. 1-2 pitch. Hits a ground ball to the shortstop. Throw the first for the third out. So 5 runs on 4 hits. No errors. 1 left on. We head to the 4th inning. Central Methodist 7. Peru State 3 on CMUEagles.com. Memphis won. What was the score? Wow. Yeah, because they were up 15 heading to the second half. Yeah, because I know I was watching part of it in between games there. I bet it was.
It's what you call a payback because Houston just came to Memphis last week.
I believe that. That's true. I remember that. I think that's going to hurt. Houston getting the overall 1. That's going to hurt. Seven runs, 6 hits, no errors for Central Methodist. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for Peru State. Randy Jimenez grounded out to Tommy Giarola, his first time up. First pitch. Swings and misses. Strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. Looks like Justin Guzman is warming up in the Central Methodist bullpen. Strike 2. Oh and 2 the count. I think he did go. Duty has to throw over to first to complete the out. So 1 out now. Avon Medina singled his first time up. Strike. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 now. He did go. Strike 2. Oh, 2 pitch. That's a ball, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strike 3 call. 2 quick outs. Here's Jacob Aber, 1 for 2 with a single. First pitch. I think, no, he didn't. Did he go? Yes, he did go. Strike 1. 0-1 to count. 0-1 pitch. That's outside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 pitch. 2-1 to count. 2 balls and a strike. Two-one pitch. It's a ground ball right to Clayton Burke. Throws over to Jeremy Conforti for the third out. 1, 2, 3 inning go Peru State. We are halfway home. Central Methodist 7. Peru State 3 on the Higher American Conference Network and CMUEagles.com. Wow. Wow. I say, Val. Seven runs, 6 hits, no errors for Central Methodist. No 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for Peru State. Here's Bobby Nichols. 0 for 1. He started that third inning off when he was hit by a pitch. That led to the 5-run third inning. First pitch to him. That's a ball. 1-0 to count. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. Here's a ground ball, base hit for Bobby Nichols. 7 hits now for Central Methodist. Robbie Merced 0 for 1, but he did lay down a beautiful sac bunt that moved Nichols to third. Remember, he went to second on the balk and then put him over at third. And then Central Methodist scored 5 runs in that third inning. There goes Nichols. Hits a high fly ball to left field. Going back, away, back, and gone. On a hit-and-run play, it's now 9-3. A 2-run homer for Robbie Merced, his second of the year. And now has 16 RBIs in this doubleheader. And it's a 9-8 ball game. It looks like a pitching change to call the bullpen. It's sponsored by Dairy Queen. So Jeremy Conforti up there. Britton Pett on the mound from Fremont, Nebraska. 0.50 ERA, no walks, 2 strikeouts there. Here's Jeremy Conforti, 1 for 2 with a single and an RBI. 3 RBIs in this doubleheader so far. Gives him 16. First pitch. And it's ball 1 inside. Tanner Sears has the team lead with 19 RBIs and 3 home runs. 1 ball, no strikes. Swings and misses, strike 1. First time we have seen him bat from the right side there. One ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. That's inside. 2 balls and a strike. Heading toward the 5 o'clock hour. Also the selection show of the NCAA men's basketball tournament. 68 teams will be announced. 2-1 pitch. Swings and misses. 2-2 to count. Two balls and 2 strikes. Two pitch. That kind of gets away. 3. No, he's been hit by a pitch. Of course, XFL football on ESPN2. That's the Vegas Vipers and DC Defenders. DC 3-0 on the year. Tanner Sears 1 for 2 with a homer and 2 RBIs. That really started the inning going there. Led to a 5-2 game.
Arlington and St. Louis playing right now.
Oh, yeah. Is that 17-3?
17-3.
First pitch to him. It's a high fly ball. And that's a base hit there. Conforti will stop at second. Yeah, they were saying there were about 30,000 is going to be at that game.
This in St. Louis?
Yeah. There's Khalil Thrasher 0 for 2 with 2 ground outs. They were, all I've heard. They were,
Exactly. What is the difference between XFL and NFL?
I think XFL, of course, there's no extra points. The big difference. You cannot kick an extra point. The other one is you can try a 3-pointer from the 10-yard line. Oh, yeah. First pitch, the Thrasher lays on a bunt. Pitcher's only plays the first. That gets away. And coming in to score is Conforti. They're going to hold Sears at third. That'll be an error right there. There's Allen West, 2 for 2 with a homer and an RBI. There's Terry Tolliver Jr., the courtesy runner. You can try. Second and third, nobody out. 10-3 now. And that is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. One ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. Fouls it off. Strike 1. One and 1 to count on Allen West. Sears at third. There's Terry Tolliver Jr. at second. And the pitch. Oh, that's a good stop. Oh, that hit him. Ace is loaded full of Eagles. Here's Tommy Giarola. One for one with a single. Scored 2 runs there. Still nobody out. First pitch. That's a ball. 7 men went to the plate. Huh? Oh my. That's amazing. It's a high fly ball. Looks like the right fielder calls for it. Coming in to score is Sears. And it's now 11-3. Sack fly. That's a truly. And hit at the third is Terry Tolliver Jr. Here's Joseph Weatherford. 2 for 2 with a single, double, and an RBI. First pitch to him. That's a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. With Logan Duty on deck. (11-3) now. Peru State led 1-0 after the first inning. Central Methodist got 2 in the second. Hits a ground ball. They'll go to second for 1 to first. Not in time. It's now 12-3 now. Then Central Methodist led 2-1. Peru State led 3-2, and then 5 in the third. Now 5 more in the fourth. Looks like Joey Fitzgerald Jr. is the courtesy runner. A 12-3 lead. That's a, oh my. How you? First pitch to him. That's a ball. Bobby Nichols on deck. Three. The 1-0. That's a ball inside. 2-0. Pitch. It's a fly ball into left center field. That's well hit, but the left fielder makes the catch. So 5 more runs scored on 4 hits. They leave 1. We head to, and just 1 error. We're through 4. Central Methodist 12. Peru State 3. (17-3). Maybe. So Nichols. Oh, sure. Okay, there's the 4 hits. Okay. 12 runs, 10 hits, no errors for Central Methodist. 3 runs, 6 hits, and an error. Second straight inning, we have had 9 men went to the plate. Oh. Josquez Vasquez, 1 for 2 with a single. First pitch, that's a ball. 1-0 pitch. 2 balls and no strike. 2-0 pitch. There's a strike. 2-1 now. Two and one to count. 2-1 pitch. 3-1 to count. 3-1 pitch. It's a ground ball to Tommy Giarola. Throws the first, and there's out number 1. 6 in a row retired. Here's Will Reynolds. 2 for 2 with a homer and 2 RBIs. It came in the third inning, gave Peru State the lead. But then Central Methodist added 5 more in the third and 5 more in the fourth. Strike 1 to count. Here's the pitch. There's a pop up there. I think that's Conforte. And it is. Jeremy Conforte makes a great catch. 2 quick outs now. So 2 outs now for Yoveldi Garcia. 1 for 2 with a single. First pitch to him. I think he did go. No, did he go? No, he did not. 1-0 to count. It looked like it, but they said it's a ball. The 1-0 pitch. Fly ball to left field. Terry Tolliver in is the new left fielder, and he makes another catch. 8 in a row retired by Peru State. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Central Methodist 12, Peru State 3 on CMUEagles.com.
Selection show is going on right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool, yeah.
I'll keep it up so we can watch it.
Oh, okay, that's fine then. They have now 2 of the 1 seed. Oh, okay.
Missouri's playing Utah State Thursday.
Wow. That's Sacramento, I think. There's 7. Mm-hmm.
Number 3 Baylor.
Wow.
Arizona.
Yeah. My g- Princeton. Oh, my.
See, Princeton, what is this, the 3rd year in a row?
I think so, yeah.
The number 1 Alabama playing either Texas A&M or Seahawks.
Yeah.
Maryland, West Virginia. Virginia against Furman.
Yeah.
San Diego State versus Charleston.
Mm-hmm.
The South region.
Yeah. 12 runs, 10 hits, no errors for Central Methodist. 3 runs, 6 hits, and an error. It looks like Missouri is in the tournament. They are playing. So Nichols 1 for 2 with a single. They're playing Utah State, one of the 2 teams from the Mountain West. First pitch to him. I think it hit him. It did hit him. Second time today he's been hit by a pitch.
That's no good.
I know it. Robbie Merced 1 for 2. He had a homer and 2 RBIs that started the 5-run fourth inning. That came on a hit and run play. First pitch. It's a high pop up there. I think shortstop will call for it for out number 1. So 1 out now. Here's Jeremy Conforte. 1 for 2 with a single and RBI. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I've been. First pitch. That's up high. 1 ball, no strikes. Want to know the count. Game was moving along. Another balk. That is the 6th balk of the doubleheader.
It has to be the most in baseball history.
I believe so. I would say probably the most I have ever witnessed.
That's crazy.
I know it. You might say I have made history.
Yes, sir, you have.
First pitch to him. That's outside. 1 ball. Actually, it's 2-0 to count. 6 balks in a doubleheader. Two balls and no strikes. 2-0 pitch. Fouls it all. 2-1 to count. Two balls and a strike. 2-1 pitch coming up there. 2-1 pitch. It's a little cue shot. Checks the runner. Now they go back. They got Nichols hung up. And now Conforti goes to second. The throw. And they got him. So no runs in that inning, along with no hits. I bet they'll be counted as a fielder's choice. No errors and no one left on. We head to the 6th inning. Central Methodist 12, Peru State 3. I've witnessed 6. I didn't know if you had. I just didn't know if you witnessed anything higher than 6. No. Oh, yeah. All right. Mm-hmm. 12 runs, 10 hits, no errors for Central Methodist, 2 runs, 6 hits, and an error for Peru State. So West Bradford up there, 0 for 1 with a walk. Mm-hmm. One ball, no strikes, the 1-0. That's 2 balls and no strikes. Mm-hmm. 2 balls and no strikes, 2-0 pitch. Chops it foul. That's Trey Rosenfloss. Mm-hmm. 2-1 to count. 2-1 to count. 3-1 now. I hope. 3-1 to count. And that's a ball four to lead off the sixth inning. 12 runs, 10 hits, no errors for Central Methodist. 3 runs, 6 hits, and an error. Micah McLeod 0 for 2 on the day. First pitch. That's up high. 1 ball, no strikes. Before the walk, he retired 8 in a row. First, the 1-0 is a foul ball. 1-1 now. That should be, yes. 1-1 pitch. 2-1 now. 2-1 to count. 2-1 pitch. There's a strike. 2-2. 2-2 to count. 2-2 pitch. 3-2 count. 3-2 to count. Runner at first. 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. What a beauty on the curveball. There's 1 out now for Ethan Torres. 0 for 2 on the day. Yeah. Kennesaw State, yeah. That should be a fun one there. That's going to be fun. That's 1 out now for Ethan Torres. West Bradford first. Back he goes. First pitch to him. There's a strike. 0 balls and 1 strike. Mm-hmm. 0-1 to count. 0-1 pitch. Hits a little chopper. Burke has it. His only play is the first. They do get him. There's 2 outs. And now in the second is West Bradford. That's good to see Texas. I think Texas has a good chance to go to the Final Four. Oh, yeah. I watched them when they played Kansas. I loved it when they beat. It was a fun ball game when they beat. No, I haven't. Here's Randy Jimenez, 0 for 2. First pitch. That's a ball. You think? I think this. Go. You think? I think. 1 ball, no strikes to 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes. And I'll think. You think? Two-0 pitch. It's a little chopper to Robbie Merced. Throws over to Trey Rassenflash for the 3rd out. Another no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Central Methodist 12. Peru State 3. I'm not. I've had. Mm-hmm.
K-State waiting for him.
Mm-hmm. Here's Hunter Abney from King City, Missouri, around the northwest part of Missouri. Beautiful area. I've been there at least 1,000 times, driven by it a few times there. Wonderful town on the way to a town of Maryville, which is about another 30 miles up north. And then about another 10 miles there, you go through a town called Guilford, Missouri, which is one of those small towns there. And I remember driving through there, going to Guilford, where all my family, that's where my mom's family, especially my 4 uncles, Curtis, John, Alfred, Ray, and along with my aunts, Aunt Pat and Aunt Sandra, and also my cousins, all, and I'm sure they all listened in. And amazing enough is they even made a trip to Fayette to see me get inducted into the Central Methodist Hall of Fame. 12 runs, 10 hits, no errors for Central Methodist, 3 runs, 6 hits, and an error for Peru State. As Tanner Sears up to 2 for 3 with a single, a homer, and 2 RBIs on the day. That gives him a total of 19 with 3 home runs there. First pitch to him. That's a strike call. No balls and 1 strike. Looks like Terry Tolliver Jr. is on deck. Came on to play some left field there. No balls and 1 strike. Games 3 and 4 tomorrow. Pre-game at 12:45, 1 o'clock. Up high, 1 ball, 1 strike. And, of course, the Central Methodist women's basketball team, they'll be taking on Texas Wesleyan, 1 o'clock in Sioux City, Iowa. If they win, they'll play at 11 a.m. on Wednesday against either Marion or Westmont. Strike 2 call. 1 and 2 to count. One ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch. 2 and 2 to count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and 2 to count. 3. Oh, he got. Did he go? So 1 out now. That's a foul ball. Now Tanner Sears wants an explanation. Here's Terry Tolliver Jr. Went 0 for 1 in that first game of doubleheader, subbing in for Khalil Frasher. First pitch to him. That's ball, 1 ball, no strikes. Wow. Looks like Dominic Van Dorn is on deck. The 1-0. That's outside, 2-0 to count. Probably subbing in, pinch hitting for Allen West. 2-0 to count. Mm-hmm. 3-0 to count. Three and 0 to count. Three 0 pitch. Swings and misses. 3-1. 3-1 the count. Three and one the count. 3-1. That's ball 4. Dominic Van Dorn had one plate appearance in the first game of the doubleheader and was hit by a pitch. First pitch, ball 1. It looks like time is called there. 12-3, Central Methodist. One ball, no strikes. Terry Tolliver Jr. is at first with one out. It's a ground ball to third. He'll go second for one. The first, that's a double play. 5-4-3 double play. No runs, no hits, no errors. And no one left on. We head to the 7th inning. Central Methodist 12. Peru State 3. Excuse me. Twelve runs, 10 hits, no errors for Central Methodist. 3 runs, 6 hits, and an error. Joey Fitzgerald is at third base. That's Alfred Uora. 0-0, 1.42 ERA, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. There's Terry Tolliver Jr. in left field. Ivan Medina, 1 for 2 with a single. First pitch to him. It's a high pop up there. Bobby Nichols is there for out number 1. So 1 down, 2 to go. Of course, after this, we'll talk it over with Nate Breland about today's doubleheader victory. There's Jacob Aberg, 1 for 3. First pitch. That's a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 pitch. That is a ball. 2-0 the count. Huh? Yeah, they are. 3-0 to count. Three-0 pitch. So a 1-out walk. So a 1-out walk. Vasquez, 1 for 3 with a single. First pitch. Strike. No balls and 1 strike. Hey, yeah, give credit to the pitching set. Really, from 4th, 5th, and 6th innings. Kept them off the boards. Swings and misses. 0-2. 0-2 to count. Oh, 2 pitch. Hits a little chopper. That's fouled. 0-2 to count. Of course, the first game, Central Methodist won 15-2. They scored 8 in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in the third, 2 more in the fifth, and 1 in the sixth. Peru State led 1-0 there. Then Central Methodist had 2 more in the second. Peru State led 3-2. Then 5 in the. Here's a ground ball. This should knocked it down. Girola's only play is the first. Not in time. That'd be an error right there, I believe. Here's Will Reynolds. 2 for 3 with a single homer and 2 RBIs. That should be in there. And then Central Methodist added 5 in the third and 5 in the fourth. Strike call. No balls and 1 strike. Yep. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 now. Strike 2. 0-2 count. No balls, 2 strikes. 0-2 to count. Uvalde Garcia on deck. 0-2 pitch. Swings and misses. Strike 3. Till 2 outs now. There's Uvalde Garcia. 1 for 3 with a single. First pitch. It's a ground ball to Garcia. This should do it, and that's a winner, folks. Central Methodist takes care of business. No runs, no hits, 1 error. And they leave 2. Central Methodist wins that one by a score of 12-3. We'll give you the line totals there. 12 runs, 10 hits, and an error for Central Methodist. 3 runs, 6 hits, and error as well. Central Methodist there, 12-8, 2-0 in the conference. While Peru State is 3-7, and they're 0-2 in the conference. In a few moments, we will talk it over with Nate Breland about today's game there. We'll continue our post-game coverage on CMUEagles.com. You say Memphis is playing who? Oh, really? I watched some of that last night.
Really?
Yeah, Fort Atlantic. Of course, the big one I watched was mostly the Kansas and Kentucky, and then Virginia and Duke.